Alright, Shalom Yasharala. Before we go into this lesson, Kal Hala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakadash. We give double honor to the apostles and prophets and elders of James Camp, as well as great millstone for the being for the 100% truth. In today's lesson, I'm going to be dealing with, why is that in my face? It looks like turmeric. I'm going to be dealing with liver functions and the herbs that will help with any disease that you would have concerning the liver, right? So I'm going to put down the phone downwards because that's how I kind of scroll and read and whatnot. At the next phone, this phone fall about 2 days ago and the screen crack up. So at times it is kind of wildly seen. So it is what it is. I got the next phone just now, it doesn't matter. So, and again, to what I have for the experience. So let's get into this lesson. When I go into firstly, we had to go with the title, which is, and Yahweh had created, Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 4. Yahweh had created medicine out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them, right? That's the title. As you go forward, it says, was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? And when you go into 6, it says, and he had given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. And we go into 7, which is the going to the point, with such doth he heal men and take away their pains, right? So, and from that understanding, we are to use wisdom in everything, because when you read about the situation, this is the only thing that could keep us. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of thy salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So that's going to really keep us afloat. Fearing Yahweh himself. So Kal Hala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and for allowing the Kakadash to bear with me so I could gain understanding of the scriptures and be able to bring this out for people, for y'all, right? So let me get into the lesson, right? I want to use my phone just to get some herbs, or at least some of the functions, maybe, who knows. But I had to keep touching my phone because it's cut off after a period of time. And I tried recording the video. I did it and I forgot and cut off 15 minutes in. But I reviewed the video and it wasn't that well anyway, so I might as well do it over. Anyways, so liver functions, right? So let me do the function of the liver. So simply, the liver, firstly, there's 2 parts of the liver, which is the left and the right lobe. There is the gallbladder, there's the hepatic bile, and there's the bile duct, right? Hepatic duct, and there's the bile duct. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's also other parts, but dealing with the ones that is remove the toxins out of the body through filtering, right? So let me go into this. What the liver does is break down the kidney, break down the protein, basically the amino acids. The clotting factors, the products, any products that may have artificial chemicals in it, it tends to break things down. Once your liver is functioning well, it breaks it down with ease and sends it to the colon to be released out of the system, right? Which during if you're going to the washroom, right? As you go forward, it also stores nutrients, vitamins to be exact. Stores them in certain part of the body, right? It regulates the blood sugar by creating glycogen, glycogen. My pronunciation might be a little off. It is what it is. And what glycogen does, honestly, is if your body does not receive glucose from, like, say, fruits or veggies to be exact, what it does, once it's already stored, it breaks down the glycogen into glucose and releases it into the body for energy, to energize the cells, right? I'll touch the screen to make sure, right? All right, okay, good. Don't cut off a minute as we continue. As we know, one of the functions of the body is also create cholesterol, right? And most soluble protein in the blood, like, hey, look at that. Okay. want to make sure. Hold on now. I'm going to make sure this thing in order. I will hit them with the flight mode, but keep the Wi-Fi on. And I am playing that. I don't want this to cut off again. As we continue, right? Put it in the blood like the albumin, right? It assists in metabolism of the thyroid hormones, right? It excretes excretes and converts fats into droplets and sends it usually descended to the gallbladder to be emulsified, to emulsify the fat and then to be released into the like I say, the intestines to send out, right? It's very good at it. I mean, come on. Once your liver is healthy, insulin will be working proper. It also filters the blood, like I said, from toxins and all them things, all the chemicals that the body would intake on a daily, aside from eating, right? Just to be exact. So we know liver has a crucial role in the health of the body, and we know Yahweh created these things for a purpose, right? So as you continue with that understanding, because, and I want to make this correct as I possibly can. If the liver don't work properly, you are going to have plenty issues with your body. And I would say one, dealing with brain issues, right? Which may lead to even more strains in the organs and the bodies. It even affects the kidney, because like we did that last video concerning the kidney would be relying on the liver for majority of the work. And that is the reality. If the liver is not functioning properly, it will, over a period of time, it will put a strain on the kidney, which is going to damage as well, which will cause disease as well. And as you go further, the heart, because the kidney, if the kidney is not working properly, guess what? Filtering that blood would going to be a hard task. You would have blood circulation issues, right? Plenty impotency, and even swelling in the foot and joints, to be exact. So, and the list goes on. If that affects your heart and your heart not working properly, guess what got happen to your lungs? Less oxygen, because your blood is not filtered or clean enough to actually send the oxygen to certain parts of the body, which could eventually lead to fatality, which we do not want, right? Because remember, at the end of the day, the liver has to filter the blood first. The liver has to filter that blood. It's required to. As you continue. So, when you watch the liver, a good function of it, which is, I always do this for women, to be exact, because this deals directly with women. This organ, we know as the liver, removes excessive amount of hormones that causes things like the breast cancer, the ovarian cancer, the cysts, or as we know, ovarian cyst, and cervical cancer, to be exact, right? So, fixing the liver would allow your body to function in the right manner, preventing things like I said, these things, these ovarian cysts and the cancers and whatnot, right? But when you mess up the right and the left lobe of the liver, it's no longer able to what? To store these minerals and to make a lot of cholesterol. So the cholesterol that it creates will increase. And we know what happens when you cholesterol level increases. Let me get that one time. I think I have it here. Right. Can high cholesterol kill you? Here what it says, right? It says, with high cholesterol, you can develop fatty deposits in your blood vessels. Eventually, these deposits grow, making it difficult for enough blood to flow through your arteries, right? As you go further, it says, sometimes the deposits can break suddenly and form a clot that causes a heart attack or stroke. Now, we know this here, like that's a death sentence if you really think about it. And right now I'm dealing with a client that has that issue, but again toward Yahweh for strengthening these herbs and showing me how to use certain things, because he is getting better. He's actually recovering from a full blockage of the of a artery. So yeah, you don't need to do a surgery and cut off and separate and place somewhere else for those who willing to think to do that. There's ways and means to do things. Yahweh created these herbs for a purpose. And we see the purpose to prolong life. Because when you go into the same precept, before I continue on, the same chapter, I'm going to go further. And it says in 14, right? It says in 14, for they shall also pray unto Yahweh that he would prosper that which they give for ease and for remedy to prolong life. Remedy to prolong life. Right? So you understand where I'm coming from? So when you go back into the thing, this would be a scary situation for anybody. Just imagine that. You can suffer a stroke, just suffer a high cholesterol level because of a bad liver, a fatty liver. Because whenever you think about it, right? When you watch the liver holds over 500 functions, right? We need those 500 plus functions to allow our body to work properly. Due to many eating habits, it shortens our lifestyle, because eating things like greasy foods, plenty meats, all them extra jars, all them nonsense, what you feel will happen to you? Over a period of time, artificial products, over a period of time, with not consuming the right things and treating your body correctly, your body will reject you. And when I say that, I mean your liver will now be in problems, because remember, you have reduced the functions. So let me get a good example. If it is, right, as we know, one of the functions of the liver would be to what? Create and store glycogen from certain foods. Imagine this. If that is one of the functions that your liver is no longer able to do, what you feel going to happen to your blood and body? Diabetes. If your liver was unable to filter your blood, what will happen to your body? Skin ailments at a high max and poor circulation. Right? I'm making this clear. Yahweh is the greatest physician. There's a reason why he created, there's a reason the body was created and designed this way, and there's a reason why these herbs were created as well. Because we see how much functions that one herb has already. Literally loads of benefits in one herb, one fruit, one plant. Now I want you to process that a little bit. That is the power. And he don't even need that. With a blink of an eye, you could be in that bed today and heal tomorrow fully recovered. I've seen it. I have seen it and I have experienced it. That's where I'm coming from. So I'll let you continue with this. So this should I not just a wake up call, but really to teach y'all. We are really focused on helping and fixing the body, right? This is why I'm here. I will after I want to give the most important functions. Deal with the amino acids, and then deal with the amino acids, and then from there I will go into the enzymes, and then from there I'll go into the herbs and certain things that you could use to assist the liver daily, right? So, right, I'm gonna go into the most important function now. The most important function of the liver, right? Really and truly is to remove the waste from waste and toxins from your body, from certain chemicals that you would intake daily, or even toxins that is from your food that you would consume, right? And being honest with you, it chooses when to remove these unnatural chemicals and toxins out of the body. This is where your colon will now begin to activate. Normally, when the liver sends it out, over a period of time, the colon will activate, right? So in reality, you do need, I say it again, in reality, you do need this to be in proper function, because if your liver is not functioning and not removing the toxins and assisting the body to get it or getting it out, what if it will happen to your colon cancer? What if it will happen to other parts of your body? Problems. You know where I'm coming from? If you're not able to for the T3s and the T2s, if it will happen, thyroid problems. So as we continue on, and the enzymes of the liver, which deal with the globulin and the albumin. Now you know me and words. The alkaline phosphatase, the alanine, the aspartate, gamma, glutamylotransferase. These the others. It protects you from diseases or any harm to the liver and the body, to be exact. But once these enzymes begin to go off balance, meaning begin to raise due to whatever diet you may be consuming, guess what's going to happen? It will begin to damage the liver itself, which is not good. And then once the globulin begins to increase even further, it will increase to a point where it's going to affect the gallbladder and the bile duct, and before you even know it, the entire body. You understand where I'm coming from? And that will begin to create symptoms like what? Jaundice, sickle cell, cancer. Which is not even a disease, it's a symptom, as we know, of harsh liver or very bad liver. And of course, malnutrition, malnutrients of iron as well, just to make sure and keep that there, right? So before I continue with the right, so before I go with the stages are set, I want to give you all a little insight that you all could use daily. As a start, would be simply to if you're consuming meats or you're cooking meats daily, what you would make sure this thing recording. Right. What you would consume daily, if you are a person that eat meat daily, whether it be chicken, beef, lamb, what you name it, any of the clean meats, because I'm only talking to Yasharala, only speaking to the children of Israel. So once the clean meats according to the law, right? What you could use with it is ginger, because ginger tends to help the liver much better than the usual. It helps the liver in detoxifying many of the toxin that comes from the meat. The ammonia, right? And even in bananas, the alcohol that they get in certain foods like bananas. It helps to remove that, right? So, I want to go into the herb that you could consume now that would aid in the help the liver, not help detoxify the liver, to bring it back into full health, right? The first stage of the liver, right? Dealing with, right. Now I know I say how to give you all the functions, but let me make sure I read this through. I want to stop up to the emergencies, right? So it says the liver is the largest gland in the body. The glands are organs that are similar to sponges. They secrete and absorb fluid. The liver secretes digestive fluid, which are stored in the gallbladder, right? And it says they are used for breaking down carbohydrates and proteins, which we mentioned before, right? And it says the liver stores at least 6 hours supply of reserved natural sugars called glycogen, which we saw, which you also went into. It says, which can be used in emergencies, right? It says, well, as like if you really need the energy to, like, again, adrenaline and all these other things. Like these are its emergencies. When your body go into a state of stress, and let's just say your cortisol begin to decrease, and I think it's your testosterone begins to increase for a short period of time or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Anyways, and it continues. It says, as you continue, the disease of the liver usually causes digestive problems, sluggishness, weakness, vomiting, headaches, fevers, weight loss, nausea, mental disorders, hemorrhage, right? Fatigue, and low energy levels, right? The most common disease of the liver, I'm going to make sure I touch my screen so it don't come off, right? The most common disease of the liver, which we mentioned before, is jaundice, right? Which is characterized by yellowish eyes, right? And it says fingernails, toenails, and skins. So with that understanding, as you continue, and bypass it, and skins, the liver is secreting more yellow bile in order to dissolve toxins, impurities in the system. Jaundice is a reaction to a disease. So you see, the disease created the need for extra yellow bile. Drinking alcohol, soda, or vinegar damages the liver and causes the liver to get hard, called cirrhosis, I guess. All drugs, synthetic chemicals, hormones, and toxins go into the liver. Drugs, synthetic chemicals, again, and chemicals made in the body by radiation, computers, television, etc. Chemicals in polluted air, like we mentioned, water. Yes, understand? Public drinking waters. Noise makes chemicals and synthetic hormones decreases. Right? Now we continue. Decreases the liver's functions, such as making blood thinner, number 1, which is heparin, blood clotting, which is thickeners, and constituents, red blood cells for the fetus, and as you continue, body heat, cholesterol, as you see, buffers, which is ammonia, right? That neutralizes acidic blood, storage of vitamin B, touch my screen again, storage of vitamin B12 and vitamin A, D, E, and K, and destroying the bacteria in the blood. So that is the crucial function. I mean, I had to break it down into simpler terms, but this gives a rough understanding. And this is what you could consume. I'm putting it there for y'all. It says when the liver gets weak, right, enlarged or inflamed or hard, cirrhosis, the spleen and the kidney becomes weak. Meat eaters should never eat an animal's liver because it is the most toxic, polluted organ in the animal's body. Why? Because it filters toxins from the environment that the animals are in. So now let's get in the understanding, which is the minerals or the vitamins and what have you, which I would recommend that you get these in the fruits or the food, right? Which I would list over just now. But this is the normal food you would intake when taking this when taking, this is the food here that you would consume when taking your cleanse, or you could do it separate. Now, the first stage normally would not be this. The first stage would be this one, which is the cleanse. And I'm calling a few, I'm not calling all, but the ones I'm calling is the ones that you should look out for. The first stage of the cleanse. No, that is the second stage of the cleanse. Sorry, the first stage of the cleanse is this. Well, I have it here. I have it in my book to be exact. First stage of the cleanse, as we understand, right? I'm gonna put this on the next one so you could get, not this one. Put it on the next one so you could get an understanding. The first phase of the cleanse: turmeric, cucumbers, pineapple, if you can. If you don't want to, leave it out. So again, cucumbers, turmeric, pineapple, ginger, right? Coconut water, or as you know, spring water or distilled water, just to be on the safe side. And you you blend that. You should be drinking daily. You should be drinking daily. You could remove the coconut water and you could drink that. Let's just say about, I had to be honest with you, about 4 cups a day, and you're drinking regular water, which is 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day, or if you want to drink more, no problem, and you drink your coconut water to add to that. If you're doing a daily diet, you're going to like a juice diet, right? To cleanse out the liver, right? That's the first stage of a liver cleanse. Now, when you go further, how you just do this? Normally, if you do not cleanse, you do it for a month in, and then you do it a month out. So you do, like, just say, as today is October, this is October we're in, right? You do a liver cleanse for October, November you don't do, December you do, January you don't do. So in and out process. So the first stage, you can do that for, again, for a whole month, which is to drink that, and while you're drinking this daily, you can either fast or you can consume what was recommended here initially, which is the apples, the artichoke. Okay, woman got killed. It is. Anyways, beet, black radish, cucumbers, exclude the garlic, grapes, exclude the kiwi, lemon juice, papaya, pears, beetroot if you want. I would say exclude it and substitute them really and truly for watermelon or cantaloupes or like I say, coconut water, soursop. Exclude them for these things, which are calling here, right? Watercressels as well, because for those who know, watercressels does what? Watercressels feeds. It feeds the liver directly. For those who don't know, high in nutrients to be exact, increasing the functions. Watercressels, So, so this would be that would be the first. I'll name it out, write it down. That would be the first cleanse you could do, and during that you're eating once a day, which is what I gave here. Allow your eating time to be roughly around 11 to 1 o'clock. So within that range, you have a nice amount of food you could consume. I would include apricots as well, to be exact, right? And so you'll be consuming this, but it'll be in a big salad bowl form, whatever you choose to do. But the reason I say limited one, because you don't want your liver to be constantly cleaning. If it had to do the function, don't let it do the function 3 times a day. Let it just do it once if you can't fast, right? So, with that being said, that concludes the stage 1, right? 1 month in, 1 month out. You can do it for 2 months, meaning 1 month in, 1 month out, 1 month in again. And then when you close up for the next month, you go into the second stage, right? And this is a very good way to get healthy as well. If you want to lose weight, if you have that mindset, I have that mind. If I want to cut off from eating, I could do that. When you don't have much parasites, little to no parasites in your body, you have control over your entire diet. And I'm saying this because it is the truth. I've dealt with people who have removed toxins and parasites from them, and before they were always hungry and fatigued, and they're always craving something. The moment the parasite gone, guess what? No more craving. They will not be able to do intermittent fasting. As soon as the parasite gone, they were able to do intermittent fasting. Intermittent, you know what I mean? Fasting, which is to eat once a day. So with that understanding, as you go forward, right? I think you see the minerals here intake. You can if you want, but what I recommend here, which would be partly that, would already give him majority of these, if not all, to be exact. So you would need to go into grabbing these things, right? Because for the next month you will be consuming fruits and veggies basically. You understand where I'm coming from? And you'll be consuming things to cleanse the liver, to cleanse the kidney at the same time, because one works with the next. The kidney definitely needs the liver, so you need two of them to be functioning well. So as you continue, now we go into the stage 2, and I grabbed the Natural Herbal Remedies book to give an insight, because it deals with majority of the herbs that I already wrote to get, so that to assist the liver, right? So, which I'm going to get here. So this is the stage 2, dealing with the detoxification, which is the herb that you would need. And starting off with, let's say, it's something called Old Man's Beard. Look it up. I don't really know the name of like a local name. I mean, it's a local name to me. I don't really know the next name for it, so I'll just say Old Man's Beard is the name of the herb or the plant. Just type in Old Man's Beard plant, and you can just type in the benefits, or get another name for it one time, and you're good to go. Yellow dock is the second one. Yellow dock and burdock root. And we know, due to the past video, it does work very well, which I could go into as well, right, as I hear, right? So, right, let me make sure. Burdock root, right? As we saw here. So let me put this into plain understanding. I reading come down from the second part, which it says burdock root has been used in traditional medicines to treat skin conditions such as eczemas, acne, psoriasis, because it promotes the removal of toxins from the skin. It is also a diuretic used promote urination to stimulate kidney functions and repair. Here it says here, right? And a primary use of burdock root is as a blood purifier and a liver tonic, and to restore liver functions and health. So you see, yellow duck now. Yellow duck again, directly as such. Let me go into the part. Yellow duck stimulates the bile production, see, aiding in the digestion of fat, and stimulates bowel movements to clear the digestive tract. Yellow duck has been used in traditional medicines as a blood purifier and a liver and gallbladder cleanse, and to clean the lymphatic system, which is supposed to be the next video we're going to be doing. But I'd like to focus on this, right? So this is a very good, useful plant dealing with the liver, right? And blessed thistle as well, right? So we done list 2. The burdock root, the yellow duck, and the blessed thistle. Let me read the blessed thistle one time, right? A blessed thistle is high in iron and has been used in traditional medicines to increase circulation and oxygen delivery to the brain, to support brain functions and heart and lung functions. Its bitter phytonutrients are used to support liver and gallbladder functions, and to stimulate the upper digestive tract and to promote proper digestion. Liver and gallbladder go hand in hand, because guess where that liver is going to send that toxins to? Just to pass out through the duct. The gallbladder is right behind it, literally right behind it. So as we continue with the other herbs, right? So we have burdock root, we have yellow duck, we have blessed thistle, right? So far that's 3. As you continue on, milk thistle, because when you go back into, going back into the picture, which has been shown clear, even on this, I agree 100% with this. Even saying I don't agree with certain ones, matter of fact, I agree with all of them, even the calendula. Okay, no problem. Well, this is very good, and the continuation of that would be right below, right? Which is stinging nettle, which we bypassed just now, but stinging nettle. But I want to continue when it says the dandelion, which is one major one for the liver, right? Milk thistle, very good for the liver, and like I say, watercress because it feeds the liver, restoring the Kupfer cells, Kupffer, which then would do what? Increase or set back the functions of the liver to its original place, dealing with what? Plus 500 functions to allow the body to be living properly, right? So when you consume these, I mean, let me add two more before I go into the next one. So the first one will be burdock, yellow duck. The third one is the blessed thistle. Fourth, milk thistle. 5, dandelion. 6, turmeric. Right? You could consume the watercress. That would be part of that to consume, to eat the watercress or watercresses. Right? And I just say you can apply the St. John wort. The St. John wort, you can apply that definitely. And the hops, definitely apply because the hops is what removes the gallstones from the gallbladder and kidney stones as well and break up inflammation from the blood itself. That is what hops does. So you could add the hops as well. So that's 8, right? Write that down. Now we're going into the I will just give I mean, you're seeing it here. I think I don't need to go into it anymore. It's right here. You have the herbs for the hepatitis B. What I have here might be different from this. I'm going to list anyways. What I have here for hepatitis B, C, and A to be exact. Hyssop, very important. If it's not here, then it's supposed to be here because it has been proven, literally proven. So if it's not here, then you're booking error, right? As you continue. Hyssop, very important for hepatitis B. Very important. Thyme, the pastel plant. When I get a chance to look that up, it might have a next name for it, but the name I know is pastel plant. Lemon balm, that's number 4, right? So you have the hyssop, the thyme, the pastel plant, the lemon balm. This dealing with the hepatitis itself, right? We have cat's claw, dealing with hepatitis. We have, this name is a real weird name. Okay, just go and spell it out, right? Do the ignorance. Do the ignorance, right? It is okay, I think I have it. Choke. CHICORY. I don't know why I can't pronounce these short words. It ties my tongue. Matter of fact, let me see if I find it here. Make it easier. But the fatty acids, the fatty liver, the first word in fatty liver, that. CHICORY. That, right? So like I for the pronunciation. You all seen it there, you could try this out, right? And again, these are the herbs. I'll list it again. Hyssop, thyme, pastel plant, lemon balm. As I said, cat's claw. Again, I'm gonna try it. Chocoy. Okay, chocoy. Here's what it is. So that. And as we know, nettle leaf, because we saw that literally in the nettle leaf benefits. So that is listed here. Whatever I missed, if all you want to use it, I mean, you can use the chaga as well. These things are very good for that. Just be nice with you. These things, chaga is a very powerful plant dealing with majority of your ailments, whether it be cancer, whether it be diabetes, or even, like I said, things like liver and kidney problems. It deals with that like it's nothing. So, but anyways, so this is the listing I have here, right? Now you can make your juices now. The juices I would recommend, right? Which we going back to this one, right? The juices that I would recommend would be with understanding. Let me get that. I think I wrote that down. Right. To increase it will be used, as a matter of fact, whether you choose to drink it or to consume it. However you need to, I'm giving that listing that you could consume daily with these foods here, which is addition, right? So aside from these, you have the turmeric, you have the guava, you already have avocado here. You have watermelon you could consume. Strawberries, Yeah, Brazil nuts you can consume. Quinoa, hemp seeds, walnuts, raisins, mangoes, grapes, cantaloupes, tamarind, soursop, coconut jelly or coconut itself, prunes, plums, okras, cucumbers, ginger, which we already showed before, lettuce, water crystals, which I already showed before, dates. Reason why? Because it increases glutathione, you know me and words. Glutathione, which does what? It boosts the immune system, helps to what? Helps to eliminate or neutralize free radicals, right? It and repairs. It's a product that repairs your DNA. So it assists in repairing the DNA. See how important that is? So, like what again? I'll listen one more time. Aside from what you're seeing here, which is the food that you can consume, I would advise to consume what I say here also if you can. If you don't want the Brazil nuts because it might be too powerful for you, you could exclude that. But you can still try the hemp seed or the quinoa, right? Or the walnuts still. If you don't want the walnuts, you can still try the hemp seed or the quinoa. One of the two. Make sure you have these things in your diet. Then to help increase the glutathione, right? Or thione, if I pronounce it wrong. So again, listen again. Turmeric, guava, avocado, watermelon, strawberries, Brazil nuts, quinoa, hemp seed, walnuts, raisins, mangoes, grapes, cantaloupes, tamarind, soursop, coconut or coconut jelly, prune, plums, okras, cucumbers, gingers, lettuce, water crystals, dates. And a simple juice you can make with that, with it is seeing that the if you don't want to consume more, that again very simple. You get ginger, you get parsley, you add some vitamin C. Make sure it's buffered by vitamin C. If you don't want to naturally get it by using berries, we could just use the ginger, the parsley with some gooseberries, with some goji berries, with some raspberries, some strawberries, some blackberries, some grapes. You know, so I'm coming from. You don't necessarily need to be beyond that. You can also consume the NAC, which is already what you can get from the turmeric, right? NAC. When you look up NAC, NAC, and the woolly immune, which again these are products within. Not you can get these natural products that they create in the drugstore, just the herb store. People tend to create it and then bottle them out and whatever the case is. Though I would just recommend, as for me, I would recommend natural, doing it natural to be exact, right? Let's give you a list, you guys. The MG, M3, the IP6, and the MCP. Look that up. If you all don't want to consume it the natural way, no problem. But I would rather do the natural way. And I'm not saying that these are not natural ways. No. I'm talking about the most natural way, which is to consume through mouth or juicing and consuming. That is what I mean, right? So 1 month in, 1 month out. So after you do your 1 month in of the first stage, the second stage will be 1 month in, 1 month out, which dealing with the herbs now, the stronger herbs that you consume, as well as what? As well as the diet intake, right? And from there, you're really good to go when you really think about it. You do that, just take a 4 months, enjoy your eating style. I say 1 in, 1 out. So you do a whole juice for 1 month. Next month you go back and I guess if you're going back into your regular eating, make sure it's a lot healthier. Though you will feel much better, still try to refrain from eating plenty greasy foods, right? Because these things will just damage you really and truly. Greasy foods, fatty foods, do not. If you happen to want or like to eat pork, this is not for you. Or any kind of unclean meats, it's not for you. And one thing I forget to bring forth, because one of the main problems for us really and truly is dealing with this. You see this bad boy here, this tends to damage the liver plenty as well. Dealing with plenty nasty unclean meats and even the clean meats at times because of what the system is putting on these meats, right? Which is pesticide, certain vaccinating the meats and whatever the case. I don't know why they're doing this, but I know why. Let me not lie. So, but as you continue, this is a liver fluke. Liver flukes are parasites that can infect. Let me read it. Liver flukes are parasites that can infect humans and cause liver and bile duct disease, which I was going to say, but I was going to say liver problems. Anyways, it says there are two families of liver flukes, and that can cause disease in humans, right? I won't go too much into it, but you're seeing these words, right? Which includes species of Clonochus. Like I said, the rest of the words are there. You all can see it for yourselves. I even going to go into a small video to show you all that.
Got a lot of worms. If you're on a fast and you're fasting and you're on a diet and you get a headache, you got the headache because the worms are all peeing, trying to get you to eat something else. They're trying to make you sick so you'll get off of what you're doing and start eating. So you take some arginine and orthodine in a matter of 20 minutes. If the headache's gone, you've neutralized the worm urine and you know that you're loaded. All children that have little tiny pimples on the backs of their arms or little tiny pimples here on the edges of their cheeks have 5 varieties of critters in them. 5 varieties. It's time to deworm and it's time to get them out. Now what?
So this is why when I start my product, it deals with what? Parasite and blood cleanse. It has everything required to cleanse the liver, the kidney, the gallbladder, the colon. I mean the colon how separate, but to slightly cleanse the colon, the digestive tract, the brain, circulation to the high oxygen level to the brain, remove toxins and chemicals and waste and plastics and metals. This is why I created it such a way. And I'm telling you all something, it works. I just want to give a quick testimony before I continue. A youth man, he was training to go into the military. I couldn't talk him out of it, but he wanted me to help him get into it, meaning he could be my client. And he purchased some products from me, dealing with firstly parasite and blood cleanse, and he got on cell cleanse, which he started taking. Now with those few times and taking it, which would be like at least a week and a half of taking it, he began to notice things a lot different, which dealing with energy began to increase. You understand? Certain things in the body would disappear. Skin problems would disappear. Swellings would disappear. This sluggishness would go away, which we just mentioned here before, right? So that was obviously an event of fluke worm, because we just read at what sometimes the liver symptoms may cause. So as you continue, make sure this thing recording. Good. Right, as you continue with this, it took him 2 months, or probably a little less to be exact, because the herbs that I gave him was to boost energy as well after the fact. So boost energy for focus, for energy, for high oxygen, increase to the blood vessels, all parts, even the brain. And he went from not even being able to doing, like I say, before he was taking it, he was not even able to do 5 push-ups, to able to do over 100 push-ups in a matter of a week time. And he himself said that his body felt so energetic. He was running before. When he was trying to run, he could have barely make. The moment he got on those herbs and he started to run, he felt as though he couldn't stop, like he was not getting tired. You understand where I'm coming from? So this is what it really is when I really think about it. We could really fix your body. It really is for us to really take care of your health. Trust in Yahweh, trust in the herb that he created and use it to suit. According to the scripture, going back into it, right? Because we read it just now, which is the title of the video. Back into 4. Yahweh had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. You understand? So with that is the reason why the title is there, with that understanding. Now, I think I'll do a video too concerning stamina or energy, or just saying energy push or whatever I may seem to put it as. But the title will remain as such, right? Or energy and focus, I feel. For energy and focus. That makes real sense. I will do that for energy and focus. As you continue, this dude, out of 600 people, he came second out of 600 people. I say it again. In 2 months of just training, I say before when he was training, nothing, no improvements. He started training with these herbs and these products. 2 months I mean, with 1 week improvement of being able to do 100 push-ups, 2 months of literally, listen to these words here, 2 months of beating every single person except one person in the practical to enter into the defense force, which I didn't want to talk about. It is what it is. I'm glad, you understand, it was like a testimony, job well done, and off of herbs alone. I gave him direction as to what to eat. I told him, don't eat certain things. Don't eat no forms of pork, no crab, no nothing, none of them unclean meats. I gave him that lining. I told him what he could consume, what I would recommend for him not to consume at the point in time until he built people a little bit more. And as we see, again, with wisdom and understanding and Yahweh at your side, anything that you do that be of the will of the Father or what He has ordained for you to do will work. He strengthened them herbs so well that my boy was able to come second out of 600 people. As I said, that could be more. I can't remember 600 or 800. I would just say 6. I don't want to be in error with that one. So against about 600 people. And I'm talking about people who has been training for months, more than 2 months. This dude was nobody to train. He used to be sitting down and being on the computer daily. So you know that kind of thing. And you went from that in 2 months, from that to an athlete. Literally, an athlete. So again, this is the power of these herbs. Yahweh created these herbs for a purpose. I think the more we really engage in His creation and the way it's supposed to be done, which is shown, then the more capability we have, I would say, the more we could utilize our brain functions and capabilities of seeking Him and teaching the children of Israel, bringing out the information. That is what I feel. I feel these herbs would make it even more easier, even greater for us to do. We will have healthier bodies at the point in time, of course, until Yahweh Shai comes. We have healthier bodies. We body will be more willing and ready and able. We will not have to worry about getting sick. Meaning we will have more time for the Father. So anyways, this concludes the lesson, people. I hope you all were able to write it down. You could even pause the video and get some of the information down as well. Yeah, so I'm coming from, put on the subtitles to get what I was saying, so you could write it down just in case if I speak too fast, And yeah, I hope this video is edifying. Going back into the title, away from 12, go up, and it says, right? It says, then give place to the physician, for Yahweh had created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. And 13 says, there is a time when in their hands there is a good success. And going back to the 14, which we read before, it says, for they shall also pray unto Yahweh that he would prosper that which they give for ease and for remedy to prolong life. Going into 15, it says, he that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician. And with that being said, that concludes the lesson. So Shalom Yasharala, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash, to water for your creation, to water for the herbs, the leaves of the fruit trees and every green, leafy green herb that you presented to us, to water for your creation, Yahweh. For I pray that you continue to allow us to utilize it well in helping the children of Yasharala at the end of the day. Right? So, with all, again, give double honors to the apostles and prophets and like-minded brothers who speak of the like-minded truth. And I am Chazak. So, Shalom.